Hello, editors, and welcome back to our weekly edit. I'm Ben.
And I'm Javi.
I'm Pierre.
And we're just a couple of guys talking about our normal everyday life and making some edits along the way.
You guys know what that setup means. We
Yes,
got
sir.
a guest, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Guest, not guest,
Nope.
right? He's
Nope.
he's one of us.
One of us.
That's
one
right.
of us.
Is that an actual song?
No, it's from
But
like
it
a
is
movie and
now.
stuff.
It's
It
what?
is. It's
No.
like from a movie when it's like people get creepy, like one of us. One
Okay,
of us.
well, Peter's already going to town on this pizza, man.
I'm almost done. We got such a small pizza.
Don't talk about my pizza, okay? Guys, they put me in charge of getting the pizza again, and they're criticizing my choice. I thought it'd be perfect, one piece for each of us, and then Peter
Plus an
I guess,
extra for
gets
me.
Two.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think Ben is just trying to help me stick to my diet, I guess, at this point.
That's what a true friend is.
Yeah.
We are editors, helping each other edit along the way.
I was like, I'm so excited for some
I thought
Pizza
we were
Hut.
going to eat before this, and then just have, like, some pizza.
Wait, you didn't
After.
eat before this?
I did.
I
Me?
did.
I
Yeah.
did too, yeah.
No,
Did you
see,
know?
there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, my
Mhm.
dinner is just like...
Tiny sizes. Well, let me grab some napkins, and then
Oh.
we can get started.
Oh, you're going to grab some napkins, huh?
Yeah. You guys, okay, fine. If you don't want napkins.
No, go
last
ahead.
time, remember last time you
Yeah.
said, oh, grab some napkins.
Go ahead, grab some napkins. You better not bring in another pizza. If you're grabbing those napkins.
What if I do?
I want to eat this pizza. That's it.
All right, eat it.
I am.
Let me grab some napkins.
Yeah, go grab some napkins. All right, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, Ben gets the napkins. Tell us about this whole experience here. Why were you so? What's the positive here of the chocolate milk with the pizza?
Honestly,
Oh, look at the napkins.
More person. You know what? I didn't.
One for each.
You.
Got
That
'em.
means you did.
I
not-
didn't lie.
You didn't lie to me.
It is not a bigger pizza.
You're right.
So I was telling the truth.
You did tell
those,
the truth.
those
Bro,
were
you
our
don't
words
believe me.
verbatim.
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you get a bigger pizza?" I was like, "No, we did not get a bigger pizza."
We just got the exact same size.
4 more times. So you bought an extra personal pan pizza?
I did.
Just
to prank you.
Just to prank you.
Peter and I were talking as we were setting up. We're like, should we? Yes, we should.
Absolutely, we should.
It's
Well-
all Peter's fault.
Listen, I was like, there is no way. There's no way that
But
all he got.
How convinced were you? Like, what percent did you get to?
That was the only pizza?
Yeah.
I would say I was more convinced that was the only pizza that you got than no. So I would
So,
say
like
probably
51%.
no. I think I knew there was something else.
Okay.
I knew that I was like 60% convinced it had something to do with the pizza.
Was it my face? Was that a good
No,
one?
it was your fake.
Even when we started the episode?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. As soon as I'm gonna go get some napkins, I was like, oh yeah, some napkins.
Maybe I should have waited. I should have waited for Peter's cue. Should've been
Yeah.
like, no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Either-
he changed the plan. Just so you know, the plan was for us to eat all of this,
Oh,
and then he was gonna go get the other ones.
I
Oh.
jumped the gun.
He jumped the gun.
My,
he was
my
just
bad.
I made you uneasy.
couldn't hold on to the lie that long.
I honestly almost did it like right after the jingle. So I'm like, oh wait, no, we were gonna say the napkins.
Yeah.
So it was close.
No, but you got me.
Did I?
You got me. You got
Good.
me. I wonder if you
Is-
got them.
Probably not.
Tom-
They're pretty smart.
Comment down. What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Let's enjoy the pizza with our time with Peter.
Peter.
As he's kind of an inspiration for this. As we had the pizza playoffs, we had the milk madness. By the way, if you haven't noticed, we got our milk. You gotta. Good luck getting it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest. I've only had this once before, and it was just a little
Here,
sip
you can have
at the
this
end
one.
of the first
I'll grab that
episode
one.
where we had it. So
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with the Promised Land chocolate milk.
Get ready. It's gonna change your life.
It's gonna change your life. So, Peter, kind of explain to us, like, how this was you shared with us about this tradition you have.
Before we do that,
Oh.
Peter is doing double duty here.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So if you see him reaching over, clicking stuff,
I mean, He's our
Yeah.
editor, right?
He's our editor. No days off, baby.
You see,
Yep.
you see him working.
Editing from the couch today.
That's right. That's why Peter's a beast. He is. As we were setting up, I was commenting about the setup. And he's like, "No, we got to set up this way." I'm like, "Peter, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a perfect production." He's like, "Then why am I here?" And I'm like,
Perfect Peter.
"You're right.
Perfect
Perfect
Peter
Peter
party.
production. Personal pan pizza with a personal perfect
Peter.
Peter."
There you go.
What more could you ask?
So what's with the chocolate milk?
Yeah, tell us. I'm gonna enjoy
Yeah,
this
I'm
pizza.
just over here rolling my eyes while you ramble over there.
Sorry.
No,
We'll try.
so
we'll try to.
so
keep it down.
the pizza. I mean, I feel like it's going to be kind of a disappointing answer, because I don't really remember where it came from. It's been a thing in my house like for forever. We would always try and do pizza like once a week, like a pizza night, either Friday night or Saturday night, and a lot of us just never really liked drinking soda. I don't really drink soda. I don't like any sort of carbonated beverages.
I never
So-
drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
So I was like, well, we'll do chocolate milk with the pizza. That's a nice, tasty thing. And I mean, I've just never gone back.
And
It's
then
just
just
such a
stuck.
delicious pair.
Well,
I mean, I don't think that. I thought it was pretty climactic.
I thought so too. I mean, as I'm eating this now, like the pizza, and then the
Wait, you
best
started
chocolate-
already?
What's the technique? I didn't start it. I was wondering what the technique was.
Yeah. Do you dip? Do you dunk?
Oh.
I mean, I had to take a bite.
I'm
of
gonna be honest.
pizza
I've
first.
never dunked.
Never. Should we do it first here?
well, I want to.
Well, here's
right.
the thing
What's
about
the technique?
dunking. You got to think through this scientifically. If you dunk the pizza in here, you're gonna get your pizza soggy, and you're gonna get grease in your chocolate milk.
Yeah.
So if that's really what you want, go ahead and dunk it.
So you pour the milk on the pizza, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
That's better, right?
With the box on your lap, you pour it all over. That's the
Perfect.
plan.
I will
Correct.
dunk. I will dunk a pizza by the end of this video.
On me? Is that what
You know what? I may just because you got to do it once.
You
Right?
gotta do
Exactly.
one.
You gotta
so
do it
what's
once.
the technique, Peter?
Well, you take a bite
Mhm.
and then you take a swig.
Do you
And there
do
you go.
you swallow the entire pizza first, or you do like a pizza milk combo in the mouth?
Honestly,
Just
doesn't
eat it.
really matter.
Just eat normally. Got it.
Wow. I mean, this is the best pizza in the world, right? Like, we've
Oh, yeah.
established that here.
That's
The
what I
best
said
pizza
last
in the world. With the best chocolate milk in the world. By the way, I have a little funny story. Whenever I was buying this at a certain chain store, Publix, by the way, Publix, perfect. And along with the pea
Along
story.
with peas.
Anyway, so I was checking out, and the cashier was like, in Spanish, of course, I had to eavesdrop, and he's like, "That this milk is very delicious." And then I said to the cashier, like, "Oh yeah," I said, "My friends and I were trying out a lot of chocolate milks, and we determined this was the best." And she's like, "Yeah, I heard a lot about it. I've just never really had a chance to taste it." And I said, "Check out Edit Podcast."
No, you didn't.
No, I did, but I sent her the link. Yes.
So wait, you didn't tell her about the podcast, but you sent her the link.
Yeah, I just got her number and said, "I'll text you."
You getting numbers now? This is
If I can
amazing.
get a discount at Publix, for sure.
I'll sell my body for a discount, brother. I'm not gonna
For
lie.
the promised land,
This is a great combo.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
it is pretty fire. Very fire. This is my new my new daily diet. I'll say that.
Dude, it's not a good diet.
You were trying to add
But
some
where
weight,
that-
right?
That's
You're trying to add some weight.
Bulking. Speaking of the gym, not only has Peter joined us, I do want to ask Peter like what his thoughts are about the podcast, and then I want to bring up some other things. So Peter, tell us what your first thoughts were whenever we presented the idea to you about joining on the podcast, like the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, what'd you think?
Well, originally I wasn't 100% sure just because
Of us?
I wasn't. Oh yeah, you guys, big red flags there.
Yeah, mostly hobby.
No, I was just a little afraid of the time commitment, but like as far as the idea of being a part of it goes, I was never really questioned that from the first episode. Even though there were some things that I was like, we could do better with this. That to me is never like a a reason to shy away from doing something. So I was just excited to help you guys out. Doing tech for something like this is just what I love doing. I love being the guy in the background. So this right here is actually way outside my comfort zone.
Oh,
But
yeah.
being behind the desk, I love to be the person who just kind of runs in the background to make something run smooth and make it as professional as possible.
Yeah, make the magic happen. And
Exactly.
I mean, you do an amazing job, by the way.
He really does.
I love the comments that are people say like, "Wow, we can tell when Peter joined,"
Yeah.
because it's a night and day
The
difference.
thumbnails,
Oh, the
huge
thumbnails
difference.
alone.
the little wha-cha, wha-cha, in and out of the screens. I don't
Wait,
what are they
the
called?
what?
The
The what?
wha-cha.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'd never done a thumbnail like that before this podcast, but I was like, I can learn how to do this no problem.
Oh yeah, and you picked it up like I remember the very next day, right? You
Yeah.
sent us the thumbnail. I was like, this is
Amazing.
perfect.
And
Perfect.
I mean, Peter was nice. We basically went over to him begging him.
Basically.
We're like crawling
Yeah.
on our knees, like Peter.
It's like- Midnight, they knock on my door. It's like, Peter, we need you.
we need you. You wanna?
You will say yes.
You-
You,
you-
will say yes.
You mentioned the time commitment. What? How much has the time commitment been? Like, do you think it was more than what you thought, less than what you thought it was gonna be?
Honestly, about the same. But honestly, the fact that we're like just able to kind of hang out in the environment of the podcast makes it so it doesn't. I mean, it's not like a job. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like, a couple of friends hanging out, and you guys are along for that. And I think that's part of what makes the podcast great, and what makes me want to stick around and keep sitting behind the desk.
Cool.
Awesome.
And you know what? That's what we've been shooting for. So
That's
it's
right.
awesome that Peter could feel that on this end, and we hope that you guys over there can also feel it on your end, because that's the whole goal.
For sure.
Just to come together,
For sure.
hang out, talk about pizza and milk. By the way, if you didn't get your pizza party supplies, pizza party.
Pause the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Listen.
get it.
Mhm.
Order your personal pan pizza just for you. Don't share with anybody.
I mean, we have an extra right here.
Yeah,
too.
that's for you guys.
Come on over. The address is?
No. Next time.
They're not showing up.
That's funny. But no, it's a good combo. Obviously, the people in Peter's home weren't lactose intolerant because
Oh yeah.
Figure that.
I mean the promised land is extra thick. But
That's true.
if this was my Saturday night pizza party meal on my family, we would be having issues.
But
We'd
you
be
know
fighting
what?
For the bathroom.
My choice is it's worth the pain and suffering because
Oh yeah.
the deliciousness of it. Whoo, amazing. You guys got to try this. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
When are you ever going to experience pizza with chocolate milk?
Or
You have to go out and choose to do it.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You got to make it happen.
All right. I propose a question. What did you enjoy more? The pizza or the chocolate milk?
Can you enjoy one more over the other?
I think so.
You already have your answer, don't you?
I do.
It's a chocolate.
It was a chocolate milk.
You ate one piece.
I ate 2 slices.
Did you?
Yeah.
I have eaten basically the whole pizza.
Yeah. I've just been eating slow. Honestly, for me, they go together.
They go together. Peter brings us together. That's what it is.
Do you want another glass?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you do.
You got
After.
two
Yeah, you do.
full cartons.
That's
of the
true. I
stuff.
said I don't know how much we're gonna drink, so I bought 2.
You got 2. Yeah, promise land.
Just I know,
How much
and I was
ain't
gonna
cheap?
keep it for myself.
I'll get someone I leave.
Well, he
Guess
skimped
someone
on the size of the pizzas, so I had to make up for it.
Yeah, you better get the 2 ones of the promised land.
That's true. That's true.
But it is good though. I really like that promised land. All right, so Peter, you and me go way back. We went to school together.
Yeah.
We
Yep.
were in high school band together.
Yep.
Yep. We were in the same section of the band. Actually, no, wait.
Kind of.
Is French
Same
horn
instrument.
No, section.
We were both brass instruments.
Brass instruments.
But
That's right.
yeah, I mean, you were low brass.
Mm-hmm.
I was French horn, which is kind of
In between.
in between. Yeah.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about Peter and my relationship is that I was actually a lot closer to your brother
Oh
at
yeah,
that time.
100%.
Yeah, me and your brother were really close, but he moved away.
Mm-hmm.
And then with some time, we ended up getting a relationship. We
Yeah.
got a little closer. I think what initially started were our game nights that we would do.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
love a good game night.
Yeah, love game nights. Peter brings the heat on the game nights.
That's true.
Let's just say we're always tag teaming to make sure he doesn't win.
That is true.
Wait, he brings
And
the
he
Ben-
heat.
still
Ben's
wins.
always cheating, and then Javi's just
I don't cheat
Javi's trying not
intentionally.
to lose because Ben's cheating.
exactly.
What was the last game? I'm like, oh wait, I haven't done this rule the entire time. I'm supposed to
It
be
was
doing this.
Dune. It was Dune. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst thing is that Ben was like
I
winning
won, by the way.
the whole game,
Yep.
and then right at the end, he's like, "Oh, guys, I was cheating the whole time back."
Yep.
I was not cheating. I just simply forgot the rule.
So
I was supposed to
basically,
play it.
nobody won that game.
But it was like 2 in the morning, right?
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
late.
yeah.
It was late.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
late.
fair.
Or I guess early in the morning.
That's my excuse.
So we did a lot of game nights and all that stuff, and then we had our friend group that we meet and we have game nights on the regular,
Mm-hmm.
which is also really fun. But what really after that, we really spawned really built up our friendship even more was the gym. Yeah, you started working out with us at the gym at my house. So how about you tell us a little bit about what motivated you and all that stuff when it comes to hanging out with us at the gym and working out?
Well, so I'd been wanting to start working out for a while. I had tried in the fall trying to get into it with a different group, and it just wasn't really the right environment for me. I just didn't really have the motivation, and it wasn't quite as like it didn't have the vibe that the gym feels like with you, where it's like a couple of friends just kind of pushing each other on. I felt very intimidated because it's with without mentioning any names, it's with the maintenance guys at our place, and they're all like bodybuilder types.
They're about
all
my
like,
size.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like me
Like
there with
3
like
times.
10-pound dumbbells, and they're like with hundreds. It's
They say they pick up small children every day, and they just
Oh, yeah, that's-
they
Yep.
they lift church houses. It's like,
yeah,
come on.
That's true.
park the van by carrying it in. That's their style.
They lower
Yes.
the boat with their bare hands into the yeah,
So
it's crazy.
So yeah, and I used to be a lot more active with like when I had 2 jobs out of college, I would bike between them all the time, and so it was like that was my workout every day. It's like biking 6 miles. Yeah, what else do you need to do? But now that I work full time at the school that you guys work at, it's like I'm oftentimes just sitting down all day, so I don't get as much activity as I should. So it's just been a thing that I wanted to do. And then when I heard you guys on the first episode of the podcast being like, yeah, we're going to do it, we're going to hit the gym, I was like, let me get in on that.
Yeah, and honestly, you have been a pretty consistent person within the
Great addition.
group.
Great addition to the group.
Yes,
He keeps us in check.
for sure. Like the whole time. Sometimes I'll tell Javi, I'll be like, dude, if Peter doesn't text, I'm not gonna text.
Yeah, we're
I'm
both
not working
waiting
out.
for Peter's. Like, is Peter gonna say something? He does. We're like,
Oh, Peter.
Peter.
But it's good. Like that's what we need. You know, we gotta be in it together.
What we've seen, because we've always had a third
No,
person
always.
work out. Yeah, I mean, we've started with the third.
Yeah, we started with it.
and it was just us two. What we've seen is when there's a third person, it really does help
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
because the 2 people can talk each other out
Yeah,
of working
Yeah.
out
very easily.
very easy. But then the third person is like always the one that's ready,
Yeah,
and that's what we
Yeah.
see. It's like if it's not me, it's Peter, and if it's not Peter, it's Ben, and it's like that's how it kind of goes back
it's
and forth.
never me. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
ever been me. But yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like with the 3, it keeps us more consistent, keeps
Mhm.
us in the gym, and that's what I would say. I believe we've been in the gym more because of us 3.
Yeah,
Like
Mm.
especially within
since
the
Peter
last-
got on,
yeah.
for sure. What do you what has been your experience in gym? Have you liked it?
Oh,
Has it
yeah.
been something completely different?
No, I've liked it. I mean, that style of getting in shape is pretty new to me because growing up, we never really went to the gym. It was always just like doing pull-ups and like active stuff outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to like learn how to use the equipment in the gym, like how to lift right, and still something I'm working on. Javi can tell you.
Yes.
He's constantly telling me, "No, do it this way. That'll work the muscles out better." But but I really like it. Overall, it's been great, and I like pushing yourself to the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You got to work hard, but then it pays off. So
Yeah.
And
No, I was gonna say that's another cool thing about with a 3. Like it makes you push more too within the gym, not only just getting into the gym, but once you're in the gym to like push. You know,
yeah,
like,
taking less
I can't let these
breaks.
guys show me up. No,
Oh.
no, no. It's not that mindset, but it's like you're there to encourage each other. It's
Dare to
more
encourage, like taking less breaks because you know it's gonna take longer,
Yep.
so you tend to take less breaks. When it's just me and Ben, I mean we're literally on a podcast. Imagine this is what we do.
We started this because we're like we need to record our talks.
This is like all we do.
It's talk.
It was horrible. We
Yeah.
would be in the gym for hours.
Yep.
We would work out and then we would talk for hours. And Peter helped keep us in check.
Yeah, Peter's like I need to go home.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Let's run it.
But yeah, it's definitely awesome. And Peter's picked it up pretty good.
Yeah, he
we-
has.
For those of you, like, we do a general kind of weight training program. So free weights.
Javi builds a program. He does a really good job with it too. Just have to say.
I know. Can't you tell?
Wow. Took the words right out of no, just kidding.
Be careful. Be careful with the
sorry. But no, Javi does a really good job building it. And I really like how you mix it up too, so that we get different workouts. And
yeah, I mean it is a little tricky on being on the new side of it, where it's like I just learned the exercises, now we switch them.
yeah.
But I mean it's good, and then eventually we'll circle back, I'm sure, and
Yeah.
it'll be like getting back to something you're familiar with. But yeah, changing it up is nice too.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
like that.
What I do is I keep the core workout the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like your major
The
exercises.
major exercise the same, and then
Yeah.
the additional exercises, like the ones that are supplementing the main workout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that I like to kind of swap up. So
You said this is like what you studied in college, right?
Yeah,
Somewhat.
yeah. This is what my bachelor's is in sports fitness and physical education.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of like weight training classes and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
I was technically a certified personal trainer for a while.
Mhm.
It was till last year, but I didn't renew my certification because I wasn't using it. So
Yeah, and like Peter said, I've learned a lot just going through those routines that you build,
Mhm.
like different exercises. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how you do it, and not just learning it like, oh, this is the exercise, but like your body learning that movement. It feels really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
those mind muscle connections that you've never had before,
Yeah,
those are great.
yeah. Except the next day, whenever you feel
The
like
soreness.
destroyed.
I love feeling destroyed the next day. Actually,
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
I
a
actually
good,
do like
it's
it.
a good feel. Yeah.
I like it. I feel that I got a really good workout if I'm sore the next day.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you go to walk up the stairs and you're like, "What are these?"
Your
That's
legs
when
are
you know you
crumbling
did
underneath
something
you.
Yeah.
right.
Which I do see Peter a lot in the morning because he does the homeroom announcements for our
Mhm.
school, and that's been a great addition, by the way. Good,
Yeah, been
some
fun.
good things. I've enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But you got to walk up the stairs to get to your office.
yeah.
So every
My office is on the second story.
yeah. So
And-
you feel it every day, right? After the
Yep.
workout?
Yep.
And those stairs are weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your stairs
Yeah,
are
they
kind of
are.
like
Even once you get into the building, it's like
Yes.
those
Yep.
are weird steps.
you got to be careful on those for sure.
Yeah, especially after leg day.
Hmm.
But I kind of want to go back to just Peter's experience with the IT, like him coming on the podcast. Tell us like your learning history of IT, whether or not it was in school or kind of on your own. Like what really got you into not just IT, but like all of this with the graphics and
Yeah. I've always really kind of enjoyed okay. So starting at the beginning, I wanted to do video production.
Mhm.
Back in, I don't remember exactly when, it was either like late elementary or early middle school. And I was homeschooled. So it's all
Me
kind
too.
of a blur. Like I don't even know what grade I was in at the time, but I would do like home video projects. I have a couple that like we share around in our family that are just hilarious to look back on, but we thought it was like high-end production when we did
I got a
it.
great next episode.
Oh,
We
n-
review Peter's whole
React.
video.
Oh,
Peter react.
Okay.
You don't
Comment down below if you want to see it.
That's the day that Peter stopped being our editor.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
No,
sorry.
but it was fun just getting to work on I mean, we had like an old cassette camcorder that I would record on,
Wow.
and then I had to like go through steps to get it on a computer and then edit it, and it was a whole pain. And but it was fun trying to work with it like that. And then come high school, I joined the church tech team and started doing stuff with them, and kind of just pushed to learn as much as I could from the person who was running audio video at the time, and then also from the person who was running IT, just asking questions, and a lot of it. And it's kind of like the homeschool mentality, like you don't learn unless you're asking questions.
That's good.
So I just always looking for, okay, what could I do better, what could I learn next. And so as far as any official training, I haven't had any I haven't gone to school at all for anything IT or audio video. The only college I've done was for Bible, just because I wanted to do that before I did anything else to have a good foundation in that area. So everything I've learned has been self-taught through like YouTube or just trial and error.
Wow. That's awesome.
That is awesome, and it shows how much he loves it
Mm-hmm.
because he learns it on his own.
Yeah, and it also shows if you want to do something like that, there really isn't anything that could hold you back. I mean, YouTube is free, so you can learn.
Exactly. Make the most of it and dive in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And something that actually came back to my memory is that I don't know. I mean, I know Peter definitely remembers, but when we were in high school, we did this thing called Impact.
Oh, Impact.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
you-
that vividly. I still have some of the DVDs.
I need. We could react to that.
Oh,
We could react.
We could react to that.
Oh,
Is it rough?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
yeah.
You've
Do
never
we
seen
even
it?
have DVD players anymore?
I have a PS.
I mean, we could figure it
that'll
out.
play.
yeah. But
That'd be cool.
we did like this whole like
Mhm.
teenage run thing at our school.
Mhm.
He was part of it. Me and your brother were part of it.
Yeah.
A bunch of people were part of it. But the half of the thing was like we did a whole bunch of skits, and we did like that. We were when you go around the hall monitors.
Yeah.
That we were
The
hall
hall
monitors,
monitors.
and he recorded like this whole video for it,
Yeah.
and then he recorded the whole thing. I would actually love to see that video again.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that video in a long time.
I would
so-
love to show it to you because I have it.
Yeah,
Ben-
for what?
for the video. We were just hall monitors for the video.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it was like the intro to the skit time, because the premise of the whole skit time was like the hall monitors were kind of the running theme. So in order to introduce them, we shot this like 2-minute like epic video
Uh-huh.
showing them around the school doing stuff. So and like put an epic soundtrack to it.
Nice.
Got one of our friends to do like an epic movie announcer voice.
That's awesome.
And one of the funny thing is like the hall monitors periodically through the skit time would, instead of like bringing students in, they would bring teachers in.
Oh yeah.
And then we would put them in jail.
Yep.
We had like a whole jail bill. It was like a whole school thing. Like there was
Yep.
that
Wow.
was the people who worked maintenance at the time built it for us and everything.
Yep,
Like
yep.
they went. We all like
All out.
took
Yeah.
a part of it.
Wow.
And one of the people was our athletic director now,
Uh-huh.
and then our college pastor.
Okay.
And
Oh no.
we put them in jail for being bald. I
Yeah,
think,
but what we actually said was they're in for bad hair day.
for bad.
Even better.
Yeah.
It was really
That's
fun.
great.
Yep.
It was really, really fun. So
Bad
that
hair
just goes
day.
to show that Peter was always interested in some kind of like that, and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
always done a really good job.
Mhm.
And you can see now in our videos that he does a great job as well.
Yeah, for sure. But if I remember right, Impact, like although it was fun, didn't have like a strong spiritual emphasis at the end. Am I thinking of the right?
Yes,
Thing?
you are correct. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a student led activity where we would do something fun, and then that fun would lead into a large spiritual emphasis.
I think we kind of got the idea from the War of Special Forces.
That's right.
That's what we kind of drew a lot of inspiration from. And I know they still do Impact now, but I don't think it's nearly at the scale that we did it at.
Mm-hmm.
But back when we started it, it was like a full-on skit time with like 3 or 4 full skits. And we would do a game time, and then we would do a bunch of testimonies and then a preaching.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was like an hour and 30-minute
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
run by the
Exactly.
teenagers.
Mhm.
Wow.
I mean, adults were there to supervise and to
Yeah.
like kind of help us out.
But it was all student led.
It was
Yeah.
all student led, yeah.
Yeah, which
Wow.
I think was a big draw for it because it wasn't like, teachers trying to get students out and preach to them. It was like students reaching out to their peers, which has a
Yeah,
lot
that's
more
pretty
power.
awesome.
Yeah. There's actually still one member of that one person that goes to our church that he had a really big interaction with the Lord on that Impact. And, even ever since then, he comes to our church.
Mhm.
That first Impact.
Well,
That's
it wasn't like from the first Impact, but it was because of the Impact.
Because
Yeah.
of Impact.
Yeah, it was really
Mhm.
cool to see God work.
Mhm.
And God worked in a lot of different ways, like with weather. I remember he worked
Oh.
with weather once. 'cause
Yeah, I
they were
remember
supposed-
there was one where we were planning to have it outside. It was a campfire,
Mhm.
and the forecast was like for floods of rain that
Wow.
night, and we prayed like for hours,
Mhm.
and it didn't rain.
Yeah,
It was beautiful
Wow.
weather. It was cool. It was awesome.
it was awesome, man.
Wow.
Everything. Bro, one of those Impact days, we were doing a skit, and it was me and his brother, and we were like, there were 2 kings, but we were like the servants of the king, where the kings wouldn't do anything to each other. So we would have to, yes, you've seen this
I've
skit.
seen the skit.
So
yeah.
like, if one king wanted to do something bad to the other, they would tell their servant and say, "Go
Like, go
like
smack this
go
person.
smack." Okay,
Yeah.
that's a great analogy. His brother smacked the living daylights out of me because we were doing the whole skit, and when he walked up to me, he was like, "Smack me, just go ahead, smack me." Oh, he smacked me. my ear rang for like 3 days. He smacked me so hard.
Is it still ringing?
Everybody, when he hit me, everybody was like, "Whoa!" He hit me so hard. I'm surprised he didn't knock me out.
That's crazy. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I could. He smacked me so hard.
That's great.
Listen, Robert, if you're listening, shout out Robert.
Oh, I'm gonna share this with
Share-
him.
Oh yeah.
Put in the comment down below how hard you smacked me. I think his hand hurt.
You got a hard head?
I do have a hard head. Figuratively and literally.
No, but I mean, you have to. That builds a skit. Like you have to full on.
Oh, he went full on.
smack.
Just think about how hard you think it is multiplied by 2. He smacked me like on purpose. Like if he wanted to smack me to hurt me.
That's funny.
He almost did.
That makes a great skit, though.
It was awesome.
That
I
sounds
loved
like
it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love doing skits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, Peter, alongside with like everything that we talked about, your IT, the gym, is there anything like through hanging out with us or to the podcast when we talk about edit or anything like that? Is there anything that has stuck out to you in your life where you're like, oh, this is something that I want to edit in myself or anything like that? Give you some time to think.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
we,
Well, mainly the working out is definitely a big one. I mean, that's why I reached out to you guys to like join the gym in the first
Yeah.
place. I was like, you guys want to edit that? I want to edit that too. Something that I've been working on editing in my life for a while is just being more, and I know a lot of people say this, but it's because it's a struggle with everyone, I feel like, is just being more consistent with spending time with God, like being intentional about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of the foundation for everything else that you do in your walk with the Lord. So honestly, I think mainly those 2 things.
yeah.
That's awesome. And I've enjoyed even how you've chimed in with some of our spiritual talks as well. Either if we bring it up in the gym or maybe as we're kind of thinking through the podcast and stuff, just growing, together and sharing our thoughts and the scriptures that come to mind. And so.
And I think it's helped us because you and me have been hanging out together so long now that our views are kind of starting to kind of overlap,
Mm-hmm.
where like in the past we were very, very far apart in the way that we saw things, but then like we've rubbed off on each other. So our views are starting to
Is that
become.
good or is that bad?
I think in a good way. In a good
I know
way.
what you're saying though. Yeah.
Our views have slightly become more not as different.
Mhm.
You know, so we don't get to see that different point of view as much
Mhm.
as we used to.
Mhm.
Well, Peter is now bringing that back in. You know, we get a third point of view, a third person where we get to just see how they see things and how that comes across, especially in our talks that we have like in the gym and all that stuff. It's good.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
No. That's good for me.
Peter,
I'm good.
anything else from you?
I don't think so.
No. Peter, I have to thank you for this combo of pizza and milk. Like that has forever changed my life.
Oh,
I'm doing
In it, I'll
yeah,
be honest.
I figured it would.
Well, you weren't wrong. And I hope you guys have tried it as well. Just to join along with us. You know, I know it's silly, but it's been fun. It's been really fun to do this whole milk madness thing,
Yeah.
the whole pizza playoffs, just coming up with the idea and how it clicks and then just brainstorming and even the spiritual talks as well. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun, but like they say, all good things must come to an end.
Yeah.
We have some bad news. This is our last video
Sorry, guys.
for the season. Woo!
Got him.
I know you guys.
I was
got
sweating
nervous.
and I knew what was coming.
I know.
Like, is this it?
We're not going anywhere. All right, you gotta
Well,
stick
we
around.
might be going somewhere,
Yeah.
but we'll be back.
We'll be
That's
back. That's right. So we got some bad news and some good news. We are gonna take about a 3-week hiatus,
Little break.
little break. We're gonna come back. What he said, the first week of June,
Mhm.
right? That's
Yep.
what he said.
We'll
With
be
the
back.
end of the school year, right? We got a lot of stuff, especially for him. He's super, super busy.
Hey, now.
You too.
Great.
For IT.
No,
Like-
I think he's just as busy, if not
Yeah.
more than I
Yeah,
am.
these
with
guys-
all the recitals, the
Yeah.
the concerts. Whew.
Yeah,
Guys
it
work it
is
out for
very
him.
hard for him and for him. For me, it's not as bad, but they're going to be working really, really hard.
Oh yeah.
So
Lot of time.
we have decided to do a kind of a little bit of a break, and that's just to do better things when we get back.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
Right.
that, we don't spend the next
Bigger,
two.
better.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You can count on it. We're coming back with a banger.
That's right. With
That's
a banger.
You don't want to miss it.
You
Yeah.
don't.
Mark it on your calendar. Set an alarm. The
Yeah.
first Tuesday of June.
Yeah.
It's dropping.
Yeah. We don't want to put some mediocre videos out
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
because we're too busy to actually think something through and plan something out.
Just post to post.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah.
we've decided to take a little break, but just put that on your calendar. We will be back. Right. What you need to do for us, make sure you're working on your edits.
That's right.
Okay. You need to do that for us. Secondly, what do you want to see?
Comment.
We need to see those comments, right?
Yep.
So like, comment, subscribe, tell us. We want to see you guys, do snot rockets into Ben's mouth.
What?
What?
You never know. You
Wait,
never know.
that's what we said would be the first video back.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Spoiler alert.
He wasn't part of it. So whatever it is, just let us know, and then
Are you guys serious?
no.
Okay.
So just let us know what it is that you want us to do, what you want us to see. All right.
Yeah.
And then I know that our last talk was kind of an introduction to the whole the relationships with God and with Christ and what that looks like. We
Mhm.
haven't forgotten. Okay. We are definitely going to do that, and we're going to make sure we pick that serious talk back up when we come back.
There's actually a lot of things that we've kind of left off, like even witnessing. We
Oh.
kind of mentioned that as well. But, we want to pick up with a couple other things that
Yes.
that
So-
we haven't forgot about.
No, we don't forget. We're gonna those things are coming back. So
right.
comment, tell us what you want us to see. If you get a little, hey, where's the edit video? Just go back to an old video.
Exactly. Have you really watched all the videos, sir?
Come on,
I know they're out there.
they're out there.
I know they are.
There's at least a 2-hour video there that I know some of you haven't seen.
I'm gonna be honest.
You haven't even seen 30 minutes of.
I might not have watched that one.
That's a long one.
Yeah, I haven't even watched. all
Go
of
back
them.
to the old videos, rewatch them. Oh, you know what they could do?
Share it.
Comp-
like it.
Oh, share and like. You're right.
That's right. And comment.
I was gonna say.
All three.
I was gonna say compare. Pre-Peter, post-Peter.
Oh, and let us know.
Let us know. So
Let us know if we should keep Peter or not.
we're keeping him.
He's for sure. He's in it.
So yeah, and as always,
Let's
Let's
edit.
Edit.